I'm very nervous about this. Straight away, I'm thinking, can't we just do a podcast where we talk about films that we've seen? Surely.
Yeah, but we got to do the Wikishuffle.
We're doing the Wikishuffle.
Everyone has a film podcast. Nobody has a civilian casualties in the war of Afghanistan podcast.
That's our thing.
This is a rare breed.
And maybe that's what's wrong with the world. And
You've got to have a USP.
Yeah. So, the list of civilian casualties in the war of Afghanistan in 2012, which is, of course, part of a series.
Like Rocky.
For all of the...
We shouldn't be laughing as hard at this.
Looking at this, 2012 gets its own entry. Obviously, that's what we're looking at. All of the civilian casualties from 2001 to 2006 are all lumped together into a single entry. But from 2007 onwards, then there is an entry for every year.
I guess there's
of
fewer
the civilian casualties.
Fewer these days.
So,
what a terrible idea for a podcast. What are we thinking? I thought it'd throw up, Eurovision or Jedward or something, but
no. Straight in with the civilian deaths.
So, straight away, I think there's something that I want to say about Wikipedia is that it gets a lot of press in suggesting that its articles aren't to be trusted and that the information on there isn't real, and that because of the crowd writing that goes into compiling it, none of this is made up. I can tell straight away just by looking at it that on the 8th of February 2012, 7 children and a young adult really were killed by an ISAF airstrike in the village of Gayaba in eastern Afghan province of Kapisa. This isn't like this. There's no way of pulling this back. I'm very sorry to the families of those 7 children, and I feel like we're not.
We're not really doing it justice, are
It's
we?
not doing them any justice. No good's going to come of this.
This is a touching tribute.
No, it's not. No, it's not a touching tribute.
It is, because we are bringing awareness to the world of the deaths that happened in an illegal war, basically.
Yeah.
In a light-hearted magazine show style entertainment program.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's politicise this.
Should we do the Wikishuffle again?
Do the Wikishuffle.
Well, the crux of it is that according to Wikipedia, a total of 7, 13. This is me on podcast maths. This is what the nation wants, isn't it? 29, 37. 3 shopkeepers in an airstrike in July, and another 8 women, and further 7 women in an airstrike in September. I mean, you're looking at this, and this can't be
probably
an
just
exhaustive
under
list.
100.
Yeah, this can't be an exhaustive list.
But yeah, these are just the ones that are reported on, which is quite scary, really. There must be others.
It's almost as if war is bad.
War, yeah. This
It's the kind of strong message you're going to get.
Nothing for war in general.
No, I was on the fence before, but now
Totally against it.
This is the kind of strong statement you're going to get from this podcast. War is bad. Do the Wikishuffle, and war is bad.
That's what happens when you roll that dice.
Yeah, is it? It's the truffle shuffle, isn't it? That's why it feels like a dance.
Right.
Yeah, it is. I watched that recently.
It's rubbish.
This is me
This is
segueing
not
away from war.
Now we're just going to talk about films that we've seen.
Actually, I know that I'm doing exactly what I'm not supposed to do, but I watched The Never-Ending Story the other night, and that film is fucked up.
I've never seen it.
It's pretty bad. They killed a horse. Spoilers.
Yeah, but that's every Disney film is like most of them are based on like grim fairy tales and stuff, and they're
this one
they're not
isn't.
very happy either.
There's a kid he gets bullied, and then he steals a book from an old man, and then goes in the loft of like his school and reads the book, but he gets really into it, and then halfway through you find out the characters in the book are like they know him. It's weird.
What?
Exactly. And then there's a giant dragon. Ugh.
But was he a civilian casualty in a war, Chris?
No, he wasn't.
This isn't. We're not off to a great start here. And this Wikipedia article, it's not the most detailed either. So it's not like we can even get into a long debate on it.
No, I don't feel like it's... I mean, the tragic thing is, it's not teaching me anything that I didn't know, but just wanted to close my ears and mind too. And
that's not how you do the Wikishuffle.
That's doesn't make for good podcasting, I don't feel.
So that's 13 years now where Afghan civilians have been killed during this war. 13 years.
Can we do the Wikishuffle, please?
I feel that we could move on.
I don't even want to do the catchphrase. Do the Wikishuffle.
I'm on such a downer now.
What's next?
Oh, we don't know what's next. That's the scary thing. It could be worse.
Oh God, I hope it's not worse.
It could be all manner of things. It could be like Tub Girl, or
oh God,
it could be. You never know.
What's Tub Girl?
Oh, why did you ask that question?
Don't want to know.
Okay.
Don't Google it.
Yeah, don't Google it while you're on my Wi-Fi. But when you get home, fill your boots, or don't fill your boots, Tub Girl. I wasn't talking to you. Okay. Well, I think should we just end it there? There's really nothing else that we can say.
No, there's not.
How many Chris's out of 10 would you give this Wikipedia article?
Well, I don't really know. I feel like I need to give it 5 because it does its job. I've got nothing to give. 5 stars.
5 stars.
That feels bad.
All their lives were worse.
Oh God.
Oh, here's a juicy little tidbit. I haven't used the word tidbit in many years. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but on Wikipedia there's the article and then there's a tab at the top called Talk, where people can talk about the article and say, basically moan about what's wrong with it, what's incorrect. So someone has posted an entry entitled "Biased Much?"
Nice.
And the text is: most civilian deaths in 2012 have been caused by the Taliban, yet this is not shown on this page. Pages like this are the reason why Wikipedia isn't taken seriously in many quarters. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, just to be fair, it didn't mention the Taliban at all, did it? So I just assumed they were from, idiotic Brits and Americans.
NATO seems to be the main culprit looking at this.
It does actually, yeah. Killed 3 shopkeepers.
I imagine what we're doing now is exactly how the UN works.
Making up dances. That's why they never get anything done. Okay, well,
let's do the Wikishuffle.
That was a successful first adventure into the world of shuffling Wikipedia. Right, I think we should move on to something else then.
Hooray!